Why do successful people get up when you do, and not at a different time? What's the trick? They are cognizant of how their brain functions and makes use of the chemistry and states of their brainwaves. The brain generates waves, which are electrical patterns. Your brain generates about 11.5 waves per second when you initially become conscious. The alpha stage is defined as 8 to 13 Hz, or cycles per second, although it has been referred to as the entrance to the inner self. When people wake up so early, they are in theta, or alpha. In other words, you shouldn't have to exert yourself as much as you are. Simply let yourself be in the now. The fact that your inner self is most susceptible when you first wake up and absorbs knowledge like a sponge is another crucial fact that all successful individuals are aware of. The first 20 minutes of your day will affect you and define the tone for your entire day, depending on what you listen to, read, or are subjected to. This is a reason they refrain from checking their social media and mail so early, meditate, and listen to affirmations. They decide to get up early and make the most of the early hours of each day by using them to their advantage. They establish a routine of getting up before the sun and going to bed after it sets. Why do they get up so early? Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when you can benefit the most from restorative and deep sleep. Sleep loses its necessary depth when it becomes more superficial, and continuously depriving your body of the restorative sleep it needs between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. leaves you feeling more exhausted when you wake up in the morning. The day-night cycle and the human body are inextricably intertwined. For this reason, your melatonin levels begin to increase either 1 or 2 hours after sunset. Your body is letting you know that it is time for bed at midnight by doing this. Melatonin levels peak during this increment and then progressively start to decline after that. Your body responds to the increase in melatonin levels around 10 p.m. During this phase of your sleep cycle transition, your metabolism is more intensive. This one is in charge of the overall body's repair and restoration. Your body must slow down for this 10 p.m. reaction to proceed, which translates into lessening both mental and physical activity if you're still up. There is a constant phenomenon that occurs at this moment. This is brought on by your body's increased energy and mental activity around 10 o'clock at night. However, unless you are asleep around 10 p.m., you won't completely understand the second wind's importance. According to studies, staying up past your recommended bedtime of 10 p.m. makes it harder for you to fall asleep. Additionally, you won't be able to get a good night's sleep, which can cause you to wake up with a lot of energy. Even a small change, such as moving your bedtime from 11 p.m. to 10 p.m., can have a significant impact on the quality of your sleep. Additionally, there's a good probability that you'll awaken each morning feeling energized and prepared to face the day. This occurs because you take full advantage of the wave that is approaching before 10 p.m., and let your body's natural neurochemistry take place. Additionally, your body gains from the natural metabolic adjustments that occur as the clock passes 10 o'clock in the evening. If you tend to stay asleep long past 10 o'clock most nights, you might want to think about making a change. Set a target to go to bed 15 to 30 minutes earlier every week until you achieve your 10 p.m. target. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, Oprah Winfrey, and Dwayne Johnson are among the early risers who like to face the day at break of dawn, since inspiration is created then and they don't have to beg for it. Because they understand how a solid and reliable routine can support a successful life, successful people prioritize using every minute of the day because their life's mission is greater than any temporary pleasure or cozy bed. When the brain is not forced to multitask, it can function at its highest level. The degree of focus has a significant impact on the quality of work. The brain is very good at focusing on specific tasks and producing work that is of the balanced pace between quality and quantity when there are no outside noises or distractions to interfere with attention. Because they are aware of this, successful people use their morning alone time to maximize their brain's capacity and function. High achievers are aware that because their energy is at its highest in the morning, they can make better decisions then. People who lead noble lives are aware that having a strong resolve in the morning is essential to maintaining high rates of discipline. An activity in the morning sets them up for a discipline throughout the day, and this is what makes their successful existence possible. The environment you require to take proper care of yourself is created by the tranquil and quiet time you have before the sun rises, which doesn't happen very often. The interim gives you the opportunity to give yourself all you need in order to successfully accomplish the day. The moment the alarm goes off, you are met with a challenge, and it is up to you whether you choose to overcome it or not. It's time to decide whether you make the most of your time when everyone else is still dozing off in their cozy beds or not. Your moment to shine has come. It's time to leave your comfort zone and take a well-earned break during the early hours of the morning or other times when you can get things done without being distracted. You can concentrate and pay more attention to what is most important during this time. It's a chance for you to let go of your outdated and limited viewpoints that prevented you from completely experiencing what life has to offer. You are in complete control of how you live your life. It's your choice as to when your day begins.